how do we
Hello! I'm learning how to animate because Pim, I got you. I got you. Anyway, I'm bored. Thought I might learn to animate. So, yes.
move around the 3D scene? If you want to zoom in and out on an object, you can use your scroll wheel. So scroll up is zoom in, and scroll down is zoom out. If I want to rotate around the 3D scene and
Right.
orbit around the objects,
Okay,
I can click
navigating.
and
I know
hold on my
this.
middle mouse,
I've already
scroll
played
wheel,
around with
and then I'm
this
gonna
bit.
rotate my mouse from side to side, which is pretty easy. Now let me show you how to select the objects.
Okay.
Imagine bringing your side
Matt.
project.
Hold on. Just gonna skip this ad. It's a great video, but I need to get to what I need. There we go.
Photographic view, which is like the shoot. So right now, mouse button and navigation. And after that, let's rotate,
We've
shift,
seen this
pan around,
cube
and so on.
for
And now that
20
we know how
minutes.
to navigate around the scene, let's
Technically.
change some preferences inside Blender to
Please. Right, so from what he did, he got rid of the cat. Got rid of camera. Got rid of point light. There we
make
go.
our lives easier. So if I click on edit and then preferences, we can change different preferences here. I won't change too much so that I don't confuse you.
So the preferences I've added, here, I've just added MC Prep, which lets me put Minecraft worlds, Minecraft builds into Blender, and then add the Minecraft player models and animate in Minecraft inside of Blender. That's fun. Right. Anyway.
So first let's go into the system and let's talk about rendering. So if I click on system, I have different options to choose here. By default, Blender should be rendering with the CPU, aka Central Processing Unit. But you want to change this to your GPU because it renders a lot faster. So if you have a graphics card,
So system,
you can choose one of these options. So if you have an NVIDIA GTX card, you can choose CUDA. If you have NVIDIA RTX card, you can choose OptiX. And if you have an AMD card,
optics. Yeah. What? Oh. I'm just gonna render with my, yeah. That. So that should hopefully be saved to my RTX. That's great.
I believe you can choose this option, which is HIP. So I have a GTX 1660 and I'm gonna click on CUDA, and then you can see my NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 is enabled. Now, if you have RTX, again, you can click on OptiX, which is a way faster rendering. And HIP is for AMD video cards as well. Now I have NVIDIA GTX 1660, so CUDA, NVIDIA GTX 1660, enable the GPU. Now over here on memory and limits, we have the undo steps, and it says 32. So you're able to undo your last action 32 times. So you can press Ctrl Z 32 times, but I have it all the way up, which is like 256. So if you click and hold your mouse and then drag this on the right side, you can see that I'm increasing this number. If I drag it on the left, I can make it 0, but you know, everybody wants to undo their last actions, so you can increase it all the way. I have it all the way up because why not? So on the system, that's all we need. We need to enable our graphics card and we can increase the undo steps as well. Now let's go to key map. So on key map, we want to change a few settings. So if I search for fly, we have this shift tilde for fly. But the easier method to do
key map. What the hell?
is do key map. You can increase the undo steps as well. Now let's go to key map. So on key map, we want to change a few settings. So if I search for fly.
Okay, so he searched fly.
We have this shift tilde for fly. But the easier method to do is the shift F method. So if I left click here, I can do shift F, and now I have it set as shift F. And the fly method is very useful in terms of navigation. You can click on shift F and then you can move around like you would move around in a video game basically. And I will show you that as well in a bit. The second thing we need is frame selected. So search for frame selected. Make sure you're in the key map, name, and then
frame,
and search for frame selected. And on the 3D view, where it says on the third row, it says numpad period.
I don't have a numpad, so that's great.
I recommend to left click and change it to F. And I will show you that in a bit. I will show you what that does in a bit as well. So we mainly want to change these settings, and also we want to change this in a graph editor. So when we're in the graph editor, we can left click and then change it to an F. So make sure it
I don't speak Russian. I'm assuming that is Russian. I'm sorry. Anyway,
it's set to F on 3D view and in the graph editor as well. And
whoa, hold up.
Also, we want to left click and change it to F. And I will show you that in a bit. I will show you what that does in a bit as well. So we mainly want to change these settings. And also we want to change this in a graph editor. So when we're in the graph editor, we can left click and then change it to an F. So
graph editor, frame slate, turn that to F.
Make sure it's set to F on 3D view and in the graph editor.
So 3D view and graph editor F, perfect.
And also Blender has some add-ons which basically speed up our workflow and make our lives easier. So let's go into add-ons and then search for Node Wrangler. So I'm going to type Node.
From the maker.
Time to get rid of the ad. Time to get rid of the ad.
And then enable this Node Wrangler add-on. And it's going to come in handy in the future episodes where we're going to do the lighting and all the compositing and so on. So enable this. That's all we need for now. We're going to download a few add-ons in the future episodes, but for now that's all we need. Now click on save the preferences, but by default you should have autosave preferences enabled. Compositing and so on. So enable this. That's all we need for now. We're going to download a few add-ons in the future episodes, but for now that's all we need. Now click on save the preferences.
Save preferences.
But by default you should have autosave preferences enabled. But still, click on save preferences and turn it off. Now, if you remember, we changed shift tilde to shift F. If I click on shift F in my viewport, shift F, and you can see I'm entering this view. When I'm moving my mouse, it moves like this. Now, this view allows us to move in Blender like we would move in a video game. So if I press on WASD, as you can see, I am moving around.
Great, perfect.
If I press on Q and E, I can move up and down. If I press on Shift and then W, I can move faster. And then I can use my mouse to basically rotate. And as you can see, it's a pretty useful way to navigate around the scene.
Ah, shit. What did I do? I got rid of the sidebar. Sidebar, come up. Oh no. Yeah, just close that. Where did Blender go? Oh no. Things are collapsing. My brain is collapsing. Where did Blender go? There it is. Stick that there. I need that there and then that there. Great. Get rid of camera. Get rid of those. Bring that back up.
Shift
Full
S
screen.
makes me move back, and Shift W makes me move forward faster. Also, another way to go faster is if I click on W, and then I use my scroll wheel to scroll up.
Please.
As you can see, if I scroll up, I'm going fast.
Blender Basics. Oh no, this is just Blender Basics.
E, I can move up and down. If I press on Shift and then W, I can move fast.
We opened the little store in Wigston.
Okay.
It was a very big learning curve for me, but I was privileged to meet a few
This is
females in the
part
industry.
2.
There's no words that can describe the value of community.
Callum, don't you start.
There are sort of two huge issues with
Don't
AI
you
at the
start
moment.
talking
Hi,
Russian.
I'm Tom Goodwin. I'm with Teamwork.com
Jesus.
looking at their new report on AI.
Ads.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Back to the Minecraft animation tutorial series using Blender 4.0. This is the second chapter of this 5-part series. If you didn't watch the first one, be sure
this
to
is
check
part
it out
2.
here or click the link in the description.
What the
Welcome
hell
back
is
to the
this?
Minecraft.
This is part 2. Oh no! What is this?
Animation tutorial series using Blender 4.0. This is the second chapter of this 5-part series. If you didn't watch the first one, be sure to check it out here or click the link in the description as well. If you watched it already, well done, and let's continue. Now that we know how to navigate inside the Blender, let's download the things which will help us improve our animation process. So the first thing we need to download is Mineways, which will allow us to import the Minecraft world inside Blender.
If I'm correct, preferences, add-ons, mine, extensions, mine. No. That means I need to go here. Description, Mineways.
Second thing we need to download is the MC Prep, which
Already
will
got
allow us
that.
to use this properly set up materials and textures inside the Blender. The next thing we will need to download is the BSS.
Mineways, yes. I'm assuming it's that one. Well, while that downloads, I'm gonna. Already got NZ Prep. He wants me to get.
Pack, which has all the tools and textures inside the Blender. The next thing we will need to download is the BSS pack, which has all the
BSS. So this. Oh. Oh. So this is what Element Animation uses. Oh, that's clean. Oh, that's clean. Where's the down? Is that the is this a download? I hope I'm not just downloading random things. I would be so scared. I should be so scared. I'm gonna drag this over here. Might require me to navigate through my files, and I don't want to show all that shit. Cycles Minecraft rig BSS edit. Okay, yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, I'm so glad I did this. I have to log into my Dropbox. Okay, I'm watching the progress on all this. Checking chat. Nope. Okay, you're not doing anything.
Minecraft mobs, blocks, and different items, and also the characters rigs as well. And the fourth thing we will need to download is the BPS rig version 4, which is our Minecraft character rig with bones and textures, and which we will animate later.
That's cursed. That's cursed. I'm not gonna touch the face. I'm not gonna touch the player rigs. I'm just gonna leave that to MC Prep.
The link for that will be in the description. It belongs to the Squared Media channel, and the link for the Squared Media channel and their Discord server, as well as the BPS rig version 4, will be linked in the description below. So be sure to check out the description as well for that. You can go to those websites manually that I mentioned, or you can use the links in the description. First, go to the Mineways link, which will be in the description as well, and click on download if you're using Windows, and if you're using Mac, you can check out this for Mac here, and then you can check out this for Linux users. You'll need to organize them in separate folders. So while your files are downloading, you don't have to wait for all of them to finish downloading. The ones that are downloaded, you can go through them one by one and drag and drop them from your downloads folder to your organized folders. So I have my Minecraft animations folder, and then here I have my items and blocks, and I moved my Cycles Minecraft rig here, which is the BSS or the box.
I'm gonna do that real quick.